And we are wrestling with NJPW Wrestle Kingdoms 18 in the Tokyo Dome. It
Oh
was in.
God.
It was at January 4th. Attendance was 27,422. Um,
20,000 more than at World's End.
Yeah.
this is correct.
The first reign under Tanahashi as president.
Correct. And if I'm being honest, I didn't go into this show with a lot of expectations, but I was pleasantly surprised of the quality of the matches and what actually came to tuition with them. Kaliko, I know you love your New Japan as well. What did you think of the show as a whole?
I braved it. I braved this stuff. But yeah, New Japan, it's like we said, they were in that weird spot where they're trying to figure out who's going to be the next mantle takers. And for all intents and purposes, we kind of got some of the clues, and we got some of the clues of who it ain't gonna be. Sonata,
Okada. Look at the Okada
uh,
either.
but we had some surprising people pop up, and we had some quality matches. I will say so. I mean, I can't even knock it. It was an okay show for considering what they went through. The fact that Okada wasn't in the main event. I mean, yeah, but I think the main event was rather lackluster. But it's a
Scooto,
whole nother
I'm
story.
assuming you did not watch Wrestle Kingdom.
Uh, no. But it was nice to know that it was actually available to me for like the first time ever. Through NJPW World.
It's always
Even though,
available.
yeah, but I didn't realize it was. The subscription was only
He's like, I
$9.99.
didn't know it was that available.
I didn't know it was that free of the country.
I feel you. That's how I feel with trying to get bowler tickets. So don't get it twisted. I feel you.
All right, let's get into the matches. The first match up, the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Championship match. Uh, Fran, Francisco Akira and the Axwang TJP defeated Willem Bologna and Clark Connors in 9 minutes and 38 seconds. Cats 2 over 2, your new titles, champions.
Another Bullet Club sub faction. Jesus.
Um, yeah, pretty much.
It's worse than the NWO.
Interesting to see TJP with the Fiend mask. Didn't exactly deliver like the Fiend, but it was still a match
He's a,
that did what it needed to do. Akira and TJP are a great tag team, and it was cool to see them get their moment. Kaliko.
pretty much, but he was a Filipino fiend, so you can only go so cheap with a Filipino fiend. Uh, but yeah, I mean, honestly, they were probably the best tag team in that division the whole year through and through.
Oh yeah,
So they earned that. They earned that. That's for sure.
good out on the Filipino Fiend. Scudo.
To make
Uh,
a long story short, he's supposed to be a comeback zombie from the dead because he got beat in the casket match. It's a whole thing.
I mean,
Ashwang.
yeah, yeah. I'm sure there were other creatures in Japanese mythology that they could have, done something. I mean, TJP. I mean, TJP could make a whole show about the ocean dry. But I mean, a lot of fucking changes. Also, a lot of fucking new titles, and we harp on AEW for that, but nothing will ever top NJPW for the belts.
And that brings us to the NJPW World TV Championship. President Hiroshi Tanahashi invoked his presidency on Zack Sabre Jr. to become the new champion in 8 minutes and 53 seconds. Kind of a lackluster ending, but they've had better matches at this point, but, kind of is what it is. No, Kaliko?
I'm just surprised 50-50 didn't put in his 50-50 clause. So, yeah, that threw me off.
The first match, the Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Championship match. How many stars do you give that one?
Which one? The tag match?
Yeah.
That was a solid 3.5. It was a solid 3 because it was good, fast action, and to me, the right team won. The other team made him look formidable. Yeah, it went, and it was 9 minutes, so he can't really 5 stars.
Yeah.
But he needs to get away from that goddamn zombie shit.
I'll give it 3 stars. And President Tanahashi and Zack Sabre Jr.
50-50.
Kind of lackluster, 2.5. Kaliko?
In the range, 2. A 2.
Would you like to rate these matches, Scooter?
No, I didn't actually see them, so it wouldn't be right for me to rate them.
Fair enough. We got Yota Tsuji losing to Yuya Uemura in 10 minutes and 56 seconds with a deadbolt suplex.
Battle of the Jobbers.
I mean, more or less, but this is probably going to be a Wrestle Kingdom main event down the line.
Eventually, they're testing them out. You can kind of see where they're trying to go,
Right.
and this is just to test them out to see how they're going to be in about 3 or 4 years.
I hate that they're doing Tsuji dirty, but I also see where they're kind of going with this. So, it's just a matter of patience, essentially, with New Japan when it comes to Tsuji.
Yeah, they just got to leave and find themselves, and then come back a whole different person.
I give it 3 stars. Scooter? Kaliko?
3 is about right for 9 minutes. I mean, granted, a lot of these matches didn't really have a lot of time. So, but they packed a lot in a little time. So I'll give them that much.
We got Kaito Kiyomiya and Sota Uno losing to Evil and Ren Narita in 7 minutes and 6 seconds. A bit of a surprise to see Ren Narita with Evil, but I could understand where Ren needs that push, where Sota actually has had it.
Yes, and it set Evil up to come later. So yeah, Evil getting the win made sense. Granted, everything that transpired at the end.
It was only 7 minutes. Right guys won. 2.5 stars.
2.
Then we have the Never Openweight Championship match. Tama Tonga defeated Shingo Takagi in 13 minutes and 46 seconds to become the new champion. Honestly, great match. Just 2 big men slapping meat, and yeah, it worked. They beat the hell out of each other. It was interesting to watch. I feel like the right guy won as well.
But how long? Because now with Tonga admitting he's gone at the end of the month, did the right guy really win?
He said that he's done.
Yeah, to the press conference, he basically was saying he's leaving because he wants to be closer to his family.
Huh. I did not see the press conference afterwards.
So that, to me, was like, how are they gonna get rid of this? What they gonna do with this?
Well, I mean, if he's going to WWE, Carl Anderson was never a champion while he was still in WWE. So, I mean, it's not out of the realm of possibilities of him coming back, even though he signed somewhere else.
True, but I don't think it's cause, I
Well,
mean, the way he explained it, it was more like the way he said it, he's seen it more like he misses his family like hell more than going to WWE.
yeah, and
So that's where I have the issue that I could see him possibly going, but I wouldn't think WWE is going to sign him for a part-time schedule for a person who people barely even know.
Well, I mean, it's not like WWE does like their schedule isn't as hectic as it used to be. Like
And that that I will give.
I mean, we can put a pin in that for the moment being.
We'll
Um,
put a pin in the fact that yeah, that of the future. But for now, yes, that was a good match. I give it about 3.5. It was physical, very tough. He got his shining moment, which is what he was always wanting anyway, out of it. I just wish he had more time to take advantage of that shining moment, especially as he's just now finding his groove as a singles competitor
right.
and as a face at that. So, yeah, I just kind of wish he had found his groove in that capacity.
I will give it 4 stars. Like both guys, like the match, all around good. Alright, IWGP Tag Team and Strong Openweight Tag Team Championship match. Yoshihashi and Hiroki Goto lost to El Phantasmo and Hikuleo in 9 minutes and 47 seconds. What are your thoughts on
Five
Yoshi?
star match. 5-star match just because fucking Yoshihashi lost. God damn it. Best moment in New Japan history.
Well, there
Fuck
you go.
Yoshihashi. 5-star match just because he got his ass pinned. Punk motherfucker. Well, Goto took the pin, but god damn it, it should have been.
Does it take off a star because he didn't get pinned?
Man, take your blessings as you can get them. 5-star.
Okay. IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship. Hiromu Takahashi lost to El Desperado in 14 minutes 21 seconds with a pinche loco. Um, Not their best match. I don't think anything's going to beat their Budokan match, but
Mm,
still
yeah,
solid,
no.
still physical, still Hiromu versus Despy in the end at the end of the day.
Yeah, and it seemed like that Wrestle Kingdom mode wore off on Takahashi. I always feel like he seems to have another gear when he's at the Wrestle Kingdoms for some odd reason, but I guess it didn't click this year and he took the L for it.
I like the match, and you know what? I'll be generous. 4 stars.
3.5 because I've seen him do better.
Fair enough.
Coming back from a broken neck. The so shit.
All right, triple threat match to crown the inaugural IWGP Global Heavyweight Champion.
Jesus Christ.
Scooter, you're good with words. What's the difference between global and world?
Absolutely nothing.
Well, we had Will Ospreay and John Moxley losing to David Finlay in 22 minutes and 17 seconds. Scooter, does it surprise you that the only guy that actually represented New Japan Pro Wrestling won the fucking match?
No, you don't say.
Well, I could have, man.
Let's hopefully, David's brother will. Hopefully, this is a sign of the Finley family succeeding. With his brother being signed to WWE. But no. Will Ospreay, AEW's newest signing, is finishing up with New Japan? No. Fucking Aussie Open.
There's no more Aussie Open.
Yes, there is.
No, Flipside.
They're going to be on the Jericho cruise.
Oh god, fuck me. Kaliko.
I told you Finley was like that third dude. I told you this was like what was that when you remember when it was Cena, Punk, and Alberto Del Rio, and everybody just kind of forgot about Alberto Del Rio. But then Alberto Del Rio ended up winning the goddamn match. That's exactly what this was. And it is nothing surprising here except for the fact that well, I guess his name is Nick Nemeth now, aka Dolph Ziggler, is going to be in New Japan now because David Finley went after him, and they ended up popping off at getting it into it. So it seems like that's going to be his next challenger, which is a interesting challenger for a person coming into New Japan and getting a title shot at a belt that relatively is the combination of like British and the British and the American IWGP Championship. Honestly, this is just basically the U.S. title's a failure. But okay.
I figured out what the difference is about this belt. No Japanese man can hold it.
Oh, the Gaijin title.
Yeah, I was about to say Guilo, and I know that's a Chinese term. But yeah.
Is that an actual stipulation?
Gaijin title.
I mean, probably not, but I wouldn't be surprised if, only, this belt applied to outsiders.
Interesting. It's still, the name is still meh, but like you said, Nick Nemeth came. It's nice to see that he's been doing charity work since he left WWE. Bringing his brother along with him. I mean, it's basically what we thought it was going to be, and not much more. I give this match 5 stars, but Will Ospreay was in it, and I hate that guy, so that subtracts a half a star.
Jesus Christ.
There was weapons used, so that subtracts
It's a
another
triple
half a
threat.
star.
Come on. It's a triple threat. No DQ.
There was outside interference that subtracts another half a star.
Oh, Jesus. You're just.
And John Moxley bled. That subtracts a full star.
I mean, at this point, is that really, more of an expectation than an unexpectation?
Well, I mean, I gave the other match a 5-star rating because he didn't bleed, so.
Yeah.
2.5 stars. Kaliko?
I mean, at minimum, solid 3.
The math on that is not correct, but it doesn't matter.
At minimum, solid 3. I mean, Jesus, it was a triple threat. No DQ. I expected all that bullshit. Chicanery.
Then we have Kazuchika Okada defeating Bryan Danielson in 23 minutes and 24 seconds with a Rainmaker. I would have expected a
Yes.
more exciting match than we actually got. And
I mean,
Or potentially Okada's last match.
no, never.
no, hell no. Not yet.
And I do
Please,
question,
God, no.
I do
That's all they got.
question, I do question, what did Okada really get out of this match? Okay, so he beat you twice, and now you beat him once. Great?
No,
Question mark?
it was it was basically we ain't have shit for you in New at the main event because we know you usually are used to fighting for titles. So we're just gonna let you pick whoever the fuck you want to fight, and then you're gonna go over. That's basically what that was. Because the fact that this match got 23 minutes and we've had tag matches that only took 10 for titles tells you everything.
I mean, yeah, when the pre-show Rambo takes more time than every match on your card. This might be New Japan's shortest event yet.
Considering, yes, because they used to, man, this shit used to be 8 hours, like a month. Easy 8. It was an easy 8.
Yeah.
Like, like this shit used to be a marathon. People complain about WrestleMania. No, New Japan got 8 hours, and they give you a 15-minute in between session break. Like, shit, they basically telling you clocked in for work. Take your mandatory break.
I give
So yeah.
Okada, Bryan, solid 3.5.
I mean, compared to the other ones, yeah, but the right person won. It's Okada's world and when it comes to New Japan, and Daniel Bryanson was just a squirrel trying to get a nut, and the nut didn't pop up this time.
Alright. IWGP World Heavyweight Championship match, not to be confused with the Global uh, Heavyweight Championship.
No,
Sonata
Gaijin versus non-Gaijin. There you go. That's what you could say.
Sonata lost to Tetsuya Naito in 25 minutes and
Uh,
42 seconds. Destino. Um, it was an okay match. It had
yeah,
it did feel like it was the main event. But usually these matches go maybe what 40,
30.
more than
30 to
30.
40. Yeah.
I'm not sure if that's because things weren't necessarily clicking for these guys, or maybe Naito just can't go as far as he used to.
I think
Um,
it's also part of Sonata's title reign not being as spectacular as it could have been.
I mean, yeah, it was.
I could make the argument Sonata at this spot was basically Naito 10 years ago.
I mean, that's the story that you could tell going forward. Your first main event at the Tokyo Dome didn't necessarily go as planned, and I do appreciate and I do know where they were going. Obviously after Naito won the match, got jumped by Evil, and Sonata saved him. So they're still, to me, that made me feel like they still have some type of hope for Sonata. They still want to put him over as a face for the people to like, but it was still Naito's moment. You kind of understand what I mean?
Yeah, but when I'm looking at Sonata's run, I've never seen a champion have so little title defenses in a run for New Japan.
Considering how long he held it.
Correct. And then the fact that he basically got grouped in the G1 with a bunch of young lions. You know, they didn't make him as strong because I've seen where they made him like champions look strong. Like fucking Okada was a champion and won the goddamn G1. So they know how to make a person look strong.
Right.
I just don't. I just don't think. I just think they were over cautious with Sonata in this regard, and it showed. It just the main event it showed. Um, I knew this was going to happen. I was like, my mind is telling me Sonata, but my mind was saying Naito, and my heart was saying Sonata. But we all knew it was Naito to lose. So
And Naito won.
and Naito won. But Naito's they're stone cold. You can't.
You heard that
He's the
reaction,
man.
right?
Yes, so that's my point. Like it. If Okada is John Cena, he is Austin Punk, CM
Mm-hmm.
Punk. Where for some odd reason he's cultish in that area. But I mean, Sonata wasn't getting that type of run or that type of pop from a crowd. Like I said, it's just basically like how Naito was 10 years ago when he tried to come out, when he had the Stardust gimmick and he tried to like come out and people were like, fuck you, who are you?
Right.
And he had to go and become become the person he is now for people to be like, oh shit, we like him.
Well, I think I think Sonata might be in a good position to do something going forward that actually redeems himself in the fans' eyes to, become the next guy. But Naito is the guy now. For, the time being, because we kind of know he's kind of in the twilight of his career at this point.
Well, that's the other thing, how much longer he's got left. Because what happens from here on out, or at New Year's Dash, which I think is already passed, or New Year's, whatever the hell I forget what it's called.
Yeah, New Year's Day.
That'll yeah, New Year's Dash. That kind of will kind of let me know how it's gonna go. Um, I'm trying to see if they're going to pop that rematch out. That's a possibility. Just giving him the run so Sonata can beat him. Because Sonata becoming a two-time champ, beating Naito and
Okada.
Okada says a lot, but it doesn't say a lot about those in-betweens, right?
Right.
And that's where it's a pitch, right? If he was being like Takage and and hell Takahashi, fucking evil. If he was running off these cats for the title, I could see the point. Even like a Tanahashi, old ass. Shit, Blue Thunder for crying out loud. Somebody. but but the fact is, they didn't give him nobody of significant challenge. And when he got exposed in the G1. So that's where I was like, oh shit.
What do you see
Because
Naito?
basically that G
Oh, continue.
because that J1 was basically kind of that G1 was basically set up for him to basically cakewalk.
Right. But how long do you see Naito going, honestly? Do you see him holding the championship till next G1? Not G1, next Wrestle Kingdom, where Sonata could beat him? Or do you see I'd be shocked if they get another 6 months out of him, if I'm being honest.
I can't remember the last person that held that title from Wrestle Kingdom to Wrestle Kingdom.
Probably Okada.
Was it Okada? No, Okada. No. Was it Okada? I can't remember who was the last person that held it for a year. I mean, maybe. Yeah, Okada was the last person. Yeah, that's right. He was the last one. I thought you were saying Omega, but I mean, so to me, it's going to be weird because Okada's going to have to go back in that picture.
Mm-hmm.
The question is how they're going to put it back in the picture. And are they going to put it back into the picture after Naito's run, or is he going to be the person to take it from Naito? Because at least there's a story with there's something to avenge the loss of losing the title to Sonata. And of course, Naito and Okada got a fucking mega history, so
Oh, yeah.
I mean, there's nothing else to be said about that. But it's just a matter of how they're going to push that part moving forward. But we'll see how this works with the New Japan Cup. So that's another thing. So that's going to be coming up soon. So we'll see how they line those brackets up and go from there.
Oh, yeah. All right. Uh, how many stars do you give this one?
For a main event, it started off slow, picked up a bit, but it wasn't the main events that we've been used to. So like 2.5. I feel like it's like a 2.5 to 3 range to me.
That'd be nice. I'll give it 3.5 because Naito, the right person won. We got the roll call. We got the moment at the end. All right. That will conclude our coverage of actually wait. Thumbs up, thumbs down, thumbs in the middle. Wrestle Kingdom.
Thumbs up for the people that were supposed to win. And they had some shockers in there, of course. Um, it was a good mix of trying to figure out who's going to be the next group while trying to appease the people in the moment. And that's a delicate balance that they pulled.
So thumbs up, thumbs down.
Oh yeah, thumbs up. Thumbs up.
I give it a thumbs up as well. All right. That will conclude our coverage of Wrestle Kingdom and this episode as a whole. Um, Thank you so much for joining us for the last 5 years. Our 1000th upload on YouTube. Thank you for everything. If you like what we're doing, please like, subscribe, comment. We're on YouTube and Castbox. This is sponsored by Rogue Energy and Paramount Coffee. Join us this upcoming week as we interview Olivia Rose, and hopefully we'll have a second interview soon to announce for you as well. Um, Follow the show at Wrestling with Ethan on Twitter, Instagram, and Thread for information on who we're interviewing, when we're interviewing, and links to those interviews and so much more. Follow me personally at JameShane993. Where can we find Kaliko?
And I am Kaliko. Kaliko's Chronicles, fresh into 2024. We're trying to figure out where I'm gonna go next.
Are we going to see a Raw Day 1 Chronicles?
Let's see if I can put it together. I'll see if I can put it together.
And of course, Scooter.
As always, or if you don't know who the hell I am, follow me on X at Scooter Dust. The remix is returning for the Royal Rumble. Keep the social media to look for that. Actually, I think that's it. It's the least I've had to say ever.
Well, for Kaliko Yachts and Scooter Dust, I'm James J, and this has been Wrestling with Entertainment.
Hey folks, this is the Colossal Mike Law, and you are listening to Wrestling with Entertainment. Enjoy the show, support these guys. We appreciate it very much. We'll see you at ringside.